Ladies and gentlemen, holla to you all! It is Friday once again. It has come upon us like the rising tide of yore, as every day just seems to get faster and faster and faster. Are you guys having that feeling right now? Those of you looking forward to PreachCon, it's like every day is about an hour long. What the fuck, dude? Why is every day just an hour long? Who decided that? Wasn't me. Wasn't fucking me, I'll tell you that for nothing. I didn't decide it was going to be an hour long. That was not my plan whatsoever. I hope you are all doing tremendous. I really do. Yeah, I have some hair right now. I actually have to shave my head in the next day or so, because on Monday, of course, I will be flying to Germany. I will be flying to Germany. And my German friends out there are like, when are we going to have a meetup? I still don't know. I still have no idea. I have been in meetings and calls about all kinds of fucking nonsense. I gotta say, personal level. Can we get personal on a Friday? You know what the worst thing about my job sometimes is being caught up in other people's fucking drama. Like, what the fuck, dude? What's it got to do with me? Motherfuckers. What the fuck does everybody's drama have to do with me? I fucking can't be arsed, dude. Just leave me the fuck alone to do my fucking thing, dude. Leave me the fuck alone to do my goddamn thing. I'm not fucking interested. I'm not fucking interested. The amount of people, it's just like 3 viewers, I imagine, or probably not even viewers of ours, who are like so desperate for attention and drama. It's exhausting. It's fucking exhausting, man. It's exhausting dealing with it all. But we're going to have fun. That's what I know. That's what I know. We're going to have some fucking fun. They're going to put me in front of a camera. They're going to give me a fucking microphone. Shit. They're gonna do it for hours and hours. Shit, I'm gonna have some fun. I can't fucking wait until I get to cast the Blackwater Behemoth. Oh, give it to me, daddy. Oh, give it to me strong. That's all I've got to say is give it to me fucking strong, man. Give it to me strong. I don't mind. Let me just say, when I get to cast the Radiance of Ashara, oh, the best boss of all time. Of course, the new raid has arrived this week. I hope you guys have all been having fun. Does look like we are having a one-boss raid, though. It was the fear, wasn't it? It was the fear. I'm sure many of you who've tackled Ashara, even on normal mode, are like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then you get to heroic and you're like, what? What? How does this relate to the other bosses? How the fuck does this relate to the other bosses? Like, in any way, shape, or form? Like, how does this work at all? Like, we had like 4 pulls on heroic, and we're like, well, we've still got a couple of normals to do. Let's just go and do that, and we'll come back and do this on Sunday. Like, who fucking cares, man? I'm going to be in Germany till Tuesday. I have to be back in the UK on Tuesday to start things for PreachCon. So I will be in Germany from Monday. I have like 2 days worth of preparation to do before the race actually starts. I'm not sure what's involved with that, but stuff will be going on, and then I'll be casting, and then I will be flying home on Tuesday, and then immediately going to meet people for PreachCon. That's how it's going to be for me for the next couple of weeks. It's going to be a pretty intense period of time for me. I think it's going to be good, but hopefully everything is in hand. I feel like we've had enough time to sort everything out and make the show as best as we can be. I think that's what we're going to be. Ashara and Heroic is so bad, I hate it. I'm thinking about benching myself for Mythic. Ironically, not the first time I have heard that. And that's not the first time I've heard from people that are so put off by the Ashara boss encounter that they kind of just don't want to raid next tier. That's something you don't want to hear, man. That's not something you want to hear, because the sad thing is, I know this is a little WoW focused. I mean, it is drama time. The sad thing is, the boss before that, Zakul, is amazing. It's like it's such a great boss. It's such a fantastic boss. It's so fantastic. And then you get to Ashara and you're like, oh my God. Is Ashara hard? Depends. Some people will definitely find it difficult. But for me, line of sight is not playing your game for periods of time. It's hard to really put the fun into just not playing the game in the middle of a boss encounter. It's like, You just go and hide behind a pillar. I've been doing that since classic World of Warcraft, man. Like, it's just not that engaging experience. I see what they're going for, though. I get the idea behind it, and the whole process is kind of fun. I like the idea that those two guys that you fight at the beginning, like, I need to be reminded of you, you know, and now I have painful memories of you, and you've got to hide them and stuff like that. Kind of works. But the just hide behind a pillar or hide behind the console is tricky. But it is a tricky fight. I am going to do a video on it because I know a lot of people are very overwhelmed by Ashara. It's one of the things I pointed out during the beta testing of Ashara is extraordinarily busy. It's an extraordinarily busy encounter. So hopefully I can provide a little bit of stuff on how to deal with all these stuff happening at the same time and getting overwhelmed, which I think is going to be people's main difficulty there, is just being overwhelmed with how much shit's happening. On top of that, of course, we have Mechagon Hard Mode. Everybody done Mechagon Hard Mode? It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun. Why can't you just click the fucking thing? Why can't you just click the fucking thing? Just click the fucking thing, man. Just click the fucking thing. But Mechagon is a good, solid dungeon, man. It's a good, solid dungeon. It's not Karazhan. It's not Karazhan, but by God, is Karazhan a huge bar to beat. The Karazhan dungeon is pretty extraordinary. But yeah, it's a good old time. I like it. I like it for a once a week thing. Mythic Plus, I'm kind of dreading. And of course, we've had the new Mythic Plus. Are we all enjoying Beguiling? I think there'll be many less people doing Mythic Plus this season. I think there'll be considerably less people doing Mythic Plus this season. I think that is probably what's going to be happening. Although I don't find it too bad. It's a change of pace for sure. That pace is, of course, extraordinarily slower, though. Yeah, Reaping was forgiving. It was a forgiving affix. Beguiling, not so much. It's not so much. Even Infest was relatively forgiving. But Beguiling, there's no forgiveness there. Anyway, let us get on with the show. We are going to be starting our first story, which is The Curse of the Sloth. With all the guild stuff happening right now, I thought it would be cool to do this. I need a guild name from you guys. I need a lady. Let's go with Kenhan. Oh no, we had Cassandra. Yeah. Let's go with... I can't believe Serum King put his name in brackets. Well, you're going to be in the story anyway, Serum. Let me put you in, you wonderful man. Let's go with... Danyan can be our lady. Danyan. We need a swole Dutch boy. A swole Dutch boy. We'll go with Shizzler. Yes. I like Shizzler for that. Shizzler looks like he suits. And we need... Wait for it. We need a mother. Yes, we do. We need a mother. Who's going to be our mother? What have we got? Okay, here's the mother. Grass-fed beef. I think that's the perfect mother's name. The perfect mother's name is to have that. The guild name, The Beguiled. All right, The Beguiled will do. The Beguiled will do for our guild name today as we get into this. So while I'm in Germany, I'm hoping to provide some coverage. I'm going to take my cameras and stuff so I can provide you with some behind-the-scenes stuff and all that kind of shit. I'll do my best for you. I'm taking my laptop so I can work while I'm there. So hopefully I'll have some cool things for you guys. Anyway, let us begin. Hello, boys, from that slightly sunny, slightly rainy, kind of grey UK, which is actually having glorious blue skies right now. I'm hoping it keeps up for PreachCon. It looks gorgeous. I'm writing to you today, as per custom in our country, it's raining. You liar! You lie. And I have nothing better to do. This is my first time, so please be gentle. That's for you lot. Can you guys please be gentle? Just for the next hour, just be gentle, okay? Be tender as the night. Please. Please be tender. Be warned, from the grammar and spelling, I suck at our own language. Okay, so we're not pretending to be from a different country, understood. This tale begins a little while back, about halfway through Legion. I just got back to WoW for many years on and off playing, but of course, after not playing some time, there was only one class to play. The fucking Demon Hunter, mate. Yeah! 100 to 110. Fast! Of course, mate. And I even managed to get early Lego. Kill Jaden's Burning Wish. Rip. Rip. First Lego, kill Jaden's Burning Wish. Well, fuck. Reroll! Reroll! Big Fs! Big Fs! There's nothing sadder than seeing her kill Jaden's Burning Wish. I could have had the I-beams, but no. But I was still happy when that bright orange flash appeared on my screen. After capping and the Trial of Valor raid about wrapping up and the Nighthold looking to open, I began to search for a guild to get a start into raiding. Now I had never done any sort of raiding beforehand, but was keen to start. Where to begin though? Where should this search begin? I did what all noobs do. I went to trade chat and I spammed man looking for guild. Oh, invite. Fucking invite, dude. Easy. Easy game. I would snag you up in a heartbeat. Man looking for guild. Easy stuff. That is a good application. Now, of course, this was a disaster. At the time, anyway, on a completely dead, low population realm. After searching for a little way, though, I managed to eventually end up in the Beguiled. After speaking to Danyan for a little while, I was in. My guild, my new raiding guild, my new team contained 5 people. 5 people total. There was the GM, Serum King. His girlfriend, Danyan, Blood DK. The Guildmaster's mother, Grass-Fed Beef. And another hunter, Shizzler, and myself. So our team consists of a Holy Priest, a Blood DK, 2 hunters, and a Demon Hunter. Not bad, actually. We can do a Mythic Plus together. What a team. This is... Oh, 5-player teams are the best, man. 5-player teams are the way to go. Now, after years, and after a few days of chatting, I started to get to know the team. I knew that the GM still lived at home with his mum. I knew his girlfriend lived halfway across the planet and he's never met her IRL. And Dutchy Boy was silent, but we will get to that later. Oh, this is excellent. You are 2 steps from being asked to dinner, sir. You are 2 steps from being asked to dinner, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. A couple of weeks later, I had already been made an officer. And we had to recruit what our guild called more slaves to the Beguilers. And after we had enough members, nothing better than calling your recruits slaves. I think that's a good plan. We decided to start arranging the first raid. We're in position, boys. We've got slaves. We've got 5 officers or whatever the fuck. We're going to be good. Now, I'm going to tell you, Mike, and chat, these players, they was bad. Not just bad, but like the tank didn't have taunt on their bars kind of bad because he believed if you needed to taunt, it was for noobs. Hey, my brain just fell out of my nose. We discovered this mindset after doing some early Mythic Plus with the Blood DK, Danyan, who was also nicknamed the Sloth because she was so fucking slow at tanking. Oh, sweet Jesus. She didn't understand what line of sight was? Oh, good God. Prepare for a Shara. But let's not get into that. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Hey, there's nothing better than a tank nicknamed the Sloth, right? We can all get on board for that. After a few weeks of trying to sort out multiple days when everyone would be online at the same time, we decided that the best way to organize it was actually out of game using straw poll. We managed to start raiding around the time the Black Temple Time Walking was there. We decided that our first raid should be the Black Temple Time Walking. You're going to do Terran Gorefiend, aren't you? That's what's going to happen here. I can already see it in my mind's eye. It's going to be Terran Gorefiend. Now, at the time, I was DPS, and so was Danyan, the Blood DK, as we had recruited tanks for our guild. High Warlord and Yentus fell right away, no major issues. Little bit underwhelming on the DPS meters, I noticed, but nothing too bad. And nothing that me and our Dutch dream Shizzler couldn't pick up. And then we got to Supremus? Who the fuck wipes the Supremus? I don't know about that. Supremus? Who dies to Supremus? How do you wipe on Supremus? The fuck? This is where the realization happened. It was clear that no one had looked up any guides or read anything on the fight. He follows you. What? No one needs to see that in a dungeon journal. The big man chased man. There's fire on floor. Don't stand in fire. Don't get the big man chase you. Big man following you. Tanks were being melted. Oh, the tank thing. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Tanks were being melted. Danyan was on her rogue, kept jumping to Supremus's feet, and didn't understand. She keeps standing on the tanks. But she said she liked to jump when she DPS'd. It's not my fault. Stupid fucking game. I like to jump in circles when I'm DPSing on my rogue. Now they gotta make it so I die if I do that. Well, fucking nice, Blizzard. Blue, please. Fix, mate. Fix. People were dying to fixate. Grass-fed beef was only auto-attacking on her hunter because she just liked collecting pets. Oh, my God. I could go on, but I won't. But believe me when I tell you, I could. I could continue. Let's fast forward to a few hours later. One tank had left. We had a new player on a tank who didn't really know what they were doing. So I decided to tank on my demon hunter, because I said the mobility would come in handy for the fight. We pull. This is all about Supremus. I'm absolutely engaged right now. This Supremus kill is going to be fucking intense. Alright, we pull. The usual happens. What has been happening all night. People fall over left and right, and there is only me and Shizzler alive from about the halfway point. After multiple jumps and running across the room, and the hunter killed Supremus alone. Our bond as a team was forged that day. That's fucking epic. That's epic. Everyone was screaming and ecstatic. Supremus time walking, by the way. Oh, god damn it. Everyone was screaming and ecstatic, and all we could think of was getting the fuck out of this guild. We decided we'll call it a night, and we'll resume progressing. We're progressing. We'll call it a night and resume progress again another time. Me and Shizzler entered into our own little chat and started to talk. More than usual crap. How long have you been playing, Shizzler? We became friends, and we're still man mode to this day. We are the duo that took down Supremus. We tried to recruit more people, bolster our team. More and more. And people would join, leave within days. Sometimes people would leave in hours. We managed to scrape enough people to do some trial of valor clears. It was going fine, give or take. This raid tier was over, so it was more something to actually do than progress. And this is when we learned that nobody could play the game. The boss, you wonder? Guam. After Shizzler had a chat with Grass-Fed Beef to try and help her improve, we started to take on Guam. Now, I'm not going to go into this fight, Mike, but this guild. They couldn't seem to get their head around just picking a colour and staying in that same colour. We did eventually kill it and stood in front of Helya, which died as well. I want to remind you, of course, that this was normal mode, but it took us a full week to kill Guam. Next week rolls around. Nighthold. Nighthold with Danyan back on tank duty. I was now the main tank. We're good to go. We wiped lots and lots on silly things, but I'm going to bring you the final nail in this coffin. Anybody like to guess? We know where they failed in the past. We're entering into normal Nighthold. Exactly which boss is going to be the destructor? Gozer, we could call him. Spell. Oh, Crazy Jack's seen this fight before. Cake, bro? Oh, no. Normal Nighthold. Spellblade Allurial. Now, I haven't mentioned it yet, but up to this point, Danyan has some extreme aggro issues, to the point where she asked me to take off my Kill Jaden's Burning Wish, as she thought that was the reason why my DPS and aggro was much larger, because it was legendary. Oh, sweet Moses. I tried to explain to her that she can use more things than Taunt and Heartstrike, and that she had more spells that could cause more aggro. This didn't go down well at all. The solution I came up with was to stop using sigils. Okay, the trick is I have to stop using my abilities so we can play. All right, good. We've solved it, though. We're working together. We're working together. There's some synergy happening here. I'm okay with it. Let's go back to Spellblade. Can you remember the simple yet effective tank swap mechanic for that boss? I can't, actually. I can't. I know I've tanked it. I've even tanked it on Mythic at one point. I can't remember what you do, though. Annihilate is what I'm referring to, of course. I had to explain to her multiple times what this actually did and when to taunt off me. I also explained to her that it was important that Spellblade not be looking at the raid. So, we would move it to a wall and just keep it there. This didn't go down well at all. She got furious. She said we can't tank near walls because her camera doesn't work there. Hey, I mean, sometimes the IQ is through the roof, man. I know as a tank, the last thing I want to do is ever tank near walls. No way, man. I'm not tanking near a wall. What about the camera? Yeah? I told her a simple solution was to tilt her camera up. Many, many wipes later to Spellblade, my final straw was after the boss nearly died. Danyan decided to randomly taunt midway through the Annihilate, killing herself. It turned the boss around, of course, and killed half the raid. Yet again, I was left to solo the boss with about 20% left. Through pure fucking luck, skill, and drugs, we somehow managed to do it. Now, I will say that later on we did go on to eventually clear normal when members of other guilds joined in with their stupidly high-geared characters. But that was it. After Nighthold, I can't deal with this. The Sloth. The Sloth with the broken camera and heart-striking spam had ruined everything about raiding for me. But after chatting more with Shizzler, we decided, you know what, we're the best here. We're the heroes. And we're going to make our own guild, of course you are, with the people that were capable. And we're going to go all the way to Heroic Argus, which we did, by the way, which we did clear. But that second disaster is a story for another time. Many thanks for reading this. If you want to know, I'm no longer in a dead realm, and I'm currently just getting back into tanking again. But watch out, ladies and gentlemen. The Sloth is out there, and the Sloth is looking to ruin your dungeons. Watch out, people. You guys keep your peepers open. You keep your peepers open because the Sloth is out and about hunting you down. Hunting you down. Slowly run the Sloth. I can't tank against the wall. What of my camera? Idiot. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, we're going to call it Sad Ending. The full title of this little tale that we've been sent here is How I Took Down a Progressive Raiding Guild, My Noobiness, Raging Friends, and a Sad Ending. And a sad ending. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's not too bad. We don't want a super sad ending, do we, boys? We don't want to cry. Not on a Friday. We didn't really include Serum King there, so we'll keep Serum King in for this. Let's keep the Serum King. We need a Nelf Feral Druid. Okay, that could be Kingpin. Yeah. Kingpin. And a Nelf Moonkin. Ooh, let's go with... Where are you? Big Boy. What have you got me saying here? Big Boy... Eatums. Big Boy Eatums. Alright, so I'm going to go with Big Boy, but it is you, Big Boy Eatums. You are our man for the day. You are our man for the day, Big Boy Eatums. You are the legend, the one and only. Alright. I have been watching your channel, Mike, for several years, and I love Drama Friday. I figured I would send you my story of my early life in WoW with complete raging elitists and how my actions started the downfall of a full raiding guild. Raging elitists. Hello. Hey, I wear benthic just like you do. I do. We're all the same people. Yeah? Look at us. We're in uniform. We're all benthic brothers together. Really? You're farming pearls. I'm farming pearls. You know what I mean? We're all into it. We're all into it. So chapter 1. It has to start somewhere. I started halfway through the Burning Crusade after my wife bought me the game to relieve the boredom of sitting at home, staring at 4 walls, recovering from crippling back pain, resulting in me being off work with sick for 7 months. Bro, that sucks. 7 months with back pain? Oh man, that's got to be so uncomfortable. I was housebound. As the pain was that intense, I was unable to stand for long periods or walk far before the pain just got too much to bear. 7 months, dude. That fucking sucks. I assume he's better now. I mean, this is back in the Burning Crusade, so we would hope. We had a child that was only a year old. Oh, man. So that took up most of my time. But during the times when our daughter was asleep or when my wife took her out, I just had nothing to do. Just a man on my own in the house. We know what you were doing. It's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. We won't tell. Now, bear in mind, I had already tried World of Warcraft before with a free trial, but I had no clue what to do, and it also looked like it was full of fairies and stuff, so I decided it just wasn't for me. Also, I didn't believe in paying a subscription for a game that I'd already bought, but I had nothing else to do. I had all the time in the world, so I decided I'm going to give it a try. And once I figured out some basics, I was hooked. I rolled what many of you can guess. No real clues. Any guesses from the chat as to what he rolled? There are no big clues to this. So I'm guessing that if you do get it right, it's just a wild guess. Hunter, Druid, Rogue. Wrong, actually. A male human warlock. I bet you're one of them guys with the baldies, aren't you? Who's picking a bald character in a video game? What are you doing? What are you doing? I've seen you. I've seen you. What are you doing? No one's choosing to be bald in a fantasy world. The fuck? Yeah, hey, they cured baldness, by the way. You guys see this shit? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. And they proceeded to level. I'm going to go on level. By level 10, I had been recruited into a guild by a guy who insisted that we could only refer to each other as brother. I like this guy. No. You're brother. I'm brother. It was there I met another warlock played by a GIRL. We instantly became friends and started leveling together. Now, I won't tell you her name as she never lasted all that long before she quit playing. A few days later, I logged on and found out she was outside... you guys are going to take the piss out of me. Gnome Regan. We'll call it Gnome Regan. She was outside Gnome Regan, leveling, and invited into a group. I accepted and saw that we are not alone. There was a night elf druid in the party with us who was 10 levels higher than us. This druid was called Serum King. Serum King was killing mobs for us, helping us level. I was amazed. I was watching this druid character turn into a cat, then turn into a bear, and just ploughing through all the mobs while we ran after her, looting everything. A couple of hours later, when she had to go, I thanked her for her time, said our goodbyes, and went our separate ways, thinking that was the last time I would see this awesome player. But how wrong I was. A week later, after some more leveling and hitting level 25, I was in Stormwind, and I was running around. I caught sight of Serum King. I whispered her, "Do you remember me?" "Yes." "Do you need help? Do you want to team up?" She said as we are similar levels now, we could quest together. I accepted, and thus began the friendship that has lasted for the past 10 years and still goes strong today. Chapter 2. An elitist arrives. We had been leveling for a while, and I got to around level 40 when I logged in one day. Did my usual of sending Serum her invite to a party so we can get this level on, and found out she was already in a party. And I'm not going to lie, it actually pissed me off. Why? How fucking dare you, mate? How dare you, mate? Instead, she sent me an invite. I joined her, and she was in party with another druid, Kingpin. Kingpin was in a raiding guild, but was still leveling his first character. It was the same level as us. We all became friends, of course, and proceeded to level together. We were inseparable. What a squad! Always leveling together, and after a short while, Serum and myself joined this raiding guild. They were a friendly bunch. Always happy to help out with advice, even the odd piece of gear, crafting materials to help us get on our way. We finally capped towards the end of the Burning Crusade, with Kingpin hitting 70 before me, and Serum a couple of days behind. Kingpin and Serum were instantly hitting the dungeons, while I was happy to go and explore, get Lore Master, do more of the quests, leveling up progressions. During the rest of the Burning Crusade and before the Lich King came out, I only ever did 2 heroic dungeons and 1 raid, which was Maggie's Lair. Serum had done a few raids now, but it was Kingpin. Kingpin was becoming a regular raider. I just watched it happen, you know. I just watched it happen. It was like, there's a raid on Wednesday, he was there. There was another one on Thursday, he was there. And the next week he did it again. Fucking like clockwork, man. Wednesdays and Thursdays, he was there raiding. Fucking, I should have said something, you know? I should have said something sooner. I should have fucking said something. Wrath of the Lich King hit. And due to real life commitments, I started with Wrath content a week after my launch. My back was better at this point, and we were on holiday at the time visiting my wife's family. My friend Serum patiently waited for me so that we could start Wrath together. Good God, that's a solid friend, isn't it? They even leveled their character until the buddy was back off holiday. But Kingpin though, mate, Kingpin ain't waiting for no man because there's raids to be done, there's purples to be gotten. The fuck, man? Started playing as soon as the game was out. I had my disc installed before they even printed the discs. Noob you, mate. Fucking scrub. Fucking loser. What do you mean you're not capped? Game's been out 20 minutes. What the fuck are you talking about? Insidia's already cleared the raid. Fucking shit you, mate. Fucking shit. He was off like a shot to get capped with the rest of the guild so they could start raiding. We, of course, began, as most Wrath journeys do, in Borean Tundra. And as most players had already been through it a week before, we found it a relaxing, empty place, and we sped through it. We reached a quest that required a group. I can see where the elitism's coming, right? Group quests? Oh, getting a sweat on. What do you mean I can't solo it in the open world? Fuck, dude. Getting hot in here. Whew. The quest was called The Last Rites, towards the end of the Borean Tundra questing area. This quest said it needed 5 people. Nobody was around to do the quest. We decided we would ask in the guild for help to finish the quest. I opened that green box. Does anyone have a few minutes to help us do this 5-man quest? And the reply I got to this simple question has stuck in my mind forever since. There was only one reply. And it was from Kingpin. Why don't you find some more plebs to bug it? Stop bothering those of us who've taken the time to level properly in a new expansion. Go find help elsewhere. We're all fucking sick of being bothered by people who CBA all the fucking time and can't be asked to fucking level their characters properly. Game's been out for a week, mate. What are you doing in Borean Tundra? Shut up. Woo. God damn. God damn. Strangely enough, a few of the guildies sided with him. Yeah! You go get him, Kingpin! You tell him what's happening! Tell him again! Some of the others are like, what the fuck? Whoa. Whoa. Hey, let's all calm down. Let's all just calm the fuck down. Let's calm down. I was upset. My Russells were jimmied. This was the guy who had leveled with us. For weeks, we'd been friends. We've shot the shit a million times. A guy who had now turned into an elitist raider. And just like an elitist raider, he had dumped his friends for raiding so he could gain epic loots. And that's loots with a Z, by the way. Yeah? That's loots with a fucking Z. You know? Proper. That's what happens when you join a raid guild. An elitist jerk, if you will. Still, though, man's got a point. The fuck you leveling a week after the expansions come out for? You make me fucking sick. I instantly just logged off in disgust. Fuming at my old friend belittling me in the guild chat like he did. So the next day I log on. Immediately got a whisper from one of the officers asking me if I was okay. She was one of the ones that didn't agree with the opinion and thought it'd be good if people could help other people. I said I'd had enough. I really have had enough of this guild. I want out. She sympathised with me. She asked me to stay. But as she could see my mind was made up, she wished me luck in my future travels. I said I'll let the guild know that I was quitting in the guild chat if that's okay. She said, yeah, that's fine. So I opened that green box once more to leave my goodbyes. Fuck this! I ain't spoken to you by you elitist assholes who's got bigger egos than your penis. Good luck to the rest of you who haven't got your heads stuck right up your own asses and quit the guild. Got him. Classy. I know, right? It's like the worst way to go. Peace. Ignore, 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 ignore. A couple of weeks later, though, that officer lady whispered me, telling me that the guild had disbanded. Apparently, my rage quit had caused others to quit too over the guild becoming too elitist. It's a boring Tundra 5-man quest, right? Are we killing the guild over it? Are we? Are we killing the guild over it? Look, live chat. What is the proper way to respond when somebody asks for help and you're just too busy at that moment to help them out? What do we do as a united front? There's only one proper way. We ignore them. Exactly. If you ask a question in a guild chat, like, is anybody around to help me with this? And nobody replies, it's because nobody's around. If you're really expecting everybody to go, I'm not, every time a question gets asked, you're going to be in for a bad time. You're going to be in for a bad time. If you get dead silence, that's all right. Just nobody can do anything because they're doing other shit. That's it. Even if you ask if people are in Ogrimmar and you check the guild list and there's people in Ogrimmar, it's probably because they don't like you. I'm sorry. It really is the only reason. It really is. Is anybody in Ogrimmar who can check the auction house? 12 people in Ogrimmar talking as well. And not even just replied to you. Sorry, but that's definitely like the truth. It's definitely the truth. Excuse me. Hello. I was just trying to clear. I'm still clearing this blue. So many people had left. So many people had left because of the way the guild was heading that they had too few members that they couldn't even make a 10-man raid team anymore. I said I was sorry. I never meant for that to happen, of course. But she whispered back saying, looking at it, it's probably for the best. I said thank you. I found another guild if they were going to make a new one, and I was happy in my new home. The new guild I was in was run by a warrior tank, husband, warlock, wife combo from Germany. Well, it should be efficient then, right? No. This might be good, Ragnar. This might be all right. It's going to be super efficient. It should be, right? We've got a German family household in charge. I think we might be in good shape. I think we're going to be all right. I should have run for the hills from the start, but I was still a noob and decided I was going to stick it out. I made some new friends, and my friend Serum followed me into the guild. They welcomed me with open arms. Come into our German bosom. And even though they weren't a raiding guild, We always did daily heroics, and we raided a couple of days a week with some small progress. It was there I learnt to tank on my Death Knight, and heal on my Resto Druid, which I've been leveling as I've grown bored of my lock. I loved healing and found I had a natural talent for it. In the guild, though, were two young guys, school friends probably, that the GM and his wife had a soft spot for. Oh no, where are we going now? Okay, I didn't read this chapter. Alright, just pre-warning you, this might get really weird. If it does, I 100% guarantee I had no intention of it going that way, but it might get really weird right now. We'll enjoy the journey together, though. This should be fine. My friend Sarah and myself have become RL friends at this point, and not just in WoW, having swapped phone numbers, moving our friendship to game outside of WoW. And one day my phone rings and my wife answers it. It was Serum asking for me. Serum's a girl, right? Oh no. Which my wife really wasn't happy about. I told her to get over it and took the phone. Oh, well played. Got out of that one. Woo! That was close. Yeah, it's a girl. Get over it. Sarah was telling me I needed to log on to WoW ASAP as it was kicking off in the guild. Brass knucks out, lads. I quickly logged WoW to see the guild chat ablaze, with a couple of members raging at the GM and his wife. I was still on the phone to Sarah and asking, what the fuck's happening right here? She told me that one of the members had asked the GM if they wanted to do some heroics, but he said he'd already done the daily for today and was saved. But, oh my god, later that day they'd been seen doing heroics with the two young lads in the guild, getting them some gear. No way! Unbelievable! What a twist! And her mother was called Martha as well? Oh my god! I can see what's caused all this fuss. Craziness. Absolute madness. What a twist. I'm amazed. I don't know about you guys. We should definitely break the guild up over this. I want to clarify something with you, though. The GM and his wife couldn't have children of their own, so they treated the two young guys as their kids. That's a head tilter. Buy a cat. No. Scratch that. Buy a dog. Giving them first choice for loot and spots in the raid. Doing daily heroics with them, even if someone else asked first. That's some crazy preferential treatment. The GM made the first move in this chess game of war that was happening in the chat. He kicked one of the members who was raging. That started the ball rolling, and one by one my new friends all quit the guild. My boys are... Speak of the devil, my boys are home and desperately trying to get into this room. Serum and myself quit as well, as she decided that she would make her own guild. We're going to make a third guild. We're on to our third one. We're going to do our own third guild in Wrath of the Lich King only. I wanted me to become an officer. I also got a whisper from one of my new friends about another guild that he had joined through some of his friends that was a new guild that was going to be awesome. Let me cut you a long story short. I joined the guild on a few of my characters and have been there for the past 8 years. The guild is dead these days, but I stay there out of loyalty towards the guild members, the officers, and the GM. Some of them have become RL friends. I'm still a member of my friend's guild, although that kind of died off when the cataclysm struck. We did make a go of it. We had some members that were so bad it was unreal. We had a girl who played a tank who kept taunting off me because she wanted to be the main tank even though it got her killed. And another one who was decked out in prot and intellect gear. They were so bad, we couldn't even do Utgard Keep Heroic with them in the group. I used to run into this. It doesn't happen that often anymore, right? It doesn't happen that often anymore, but I definitely ran into so many tanks, probably around Wrath of the Lich King Kata era, who were so desperate to be the tank that they would just taunt immediately if they lost aggro and die. And I would just watch them. And it always happens on stream as well, certainly with mobs that are like being perfectly rares that are being killed to like 10%. And then somebody just lands off a mountain, taunts it, and starts tanking it. And you're just like, whatever, dude. Enjoy. Even though we ran them through normal mode, and I made them all shiny trinkets and armor out of my own pocket, they just couldn't do it. To finish off, I quit playing shortly after Dragon Soul Raid came out in Cataclysm. By then, I had 7 level 85 and used to do Raid Finder 14 times a week. Let me read that again. I quit playing shortly after the Dragon Soul Raid came out in Cataclysm. At that point, I had 7 level 85s and I was doing Raid Finder 14 times a week. Both raids for each of my characters. God damn. Really? Came back in Mists of Pandaria after a few months. Left again. Came back in WoD for a few months. Left again. It's like you're playing the game seasonally. You're the problem. You understand? You're the problem, Mr. Seasonal. Commit your life. You ain't going to get no pearls with that attitude. You need to play all day, every waking hour, yeah? Otherwise, you're just scum. Scum. That's what you are. Scum. I've just returned again in the battle for Azeroth, but considering the guild is now dead, the server seems rather empty. It's getting a little lonely leveling on my own, and considering finally leaving the guild to find a new one. Or transfer to a server with players on it. That could be a good piece of advice. But at the moment, I'm happy running the old content for Achieves and see what I missed while I was gone. My friend Serum is still my friend. 10 years later, and even though she lives 150 miles from me, we've never met up IRL. That's a guy, dude. That is such a guy. 10 years and you've never met? Don't know about that, mate. Don't know about that, mate. We still reminisce about the early years of WoW and giggle about the adventures we've had. I hope you enjoyed my little story. Keep up the good work of the channel. All the best for you and your viewers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What a wonderful story. Although I think you're getting played by Serum. Just saying. Just saying. Right, we're going to finish up before everything's done dusted with a question for the chat. Now, it's not a full story, but our man demands judgment. Can you guys put your judgment faces on? It's that classic question that we get very regularly on the show. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole? Yes, we need the thinking emotes. Thinking emotes are exactly what we need. Hello, Mike. Hello, Mike. I would like fair judgment. I would like fair judgment, not meme judgment. Meme judgment's no good. We need fair judgment. I need your opinion is being trusted on this one. Consider that for a moment. Your opinion is being trusted on this. Hi, Mike. I have a short question, and I need a hardcore Raiders perspective. Okay, so none of you guys can be involved anyway, actually. So, sorry. Sorry. If you didn't do split runs on Heroic this week, then you're not welcome to this question. You're not question. You're not welcome. If you weren't split running, if you weren't doing, if these phrases are strange to you, cloth plate team, right? Leather mail team. If those are strange things to you, then, you know, you can't help. I joined a top 500 guild at the end of Legion for the last 4 months or so with the intention of raiding with them into the new expansion. On the Monday before the first reset, I got some news that meant I would have to raid log for the next 6 months and not be able to be hardcore. I told my GM straight away, and he seemed fine with me leaving and happy I had told him immediately. Okay, so the Monday before the first reset, that kind of sucks, but if they're a proper guild, they should have replacements ready. So I joined a casual guild until Crucible released, when I got my time back and I applied back to the guild I was in before because I really liked the raid leader. Honestly, he was the best raid leader I've ever had, and he took me aside several times, explained mechanics I was messing up, and was really on top of everything in the guild. I didn't hear anything back from them for a week. At which point, I whispered an officer why I wasn't accepted back into the guild, to see if I'm just a bad player now, or they've moved on, or something I did they didn't like, etc., etc., etc. The reason I was given was because I had left last time without enough notice at the start of the expansion. In your opinion, is 2 weeks not enough notice for a guild of that level? Or that the start of the expansion is hectic and I probably fucked up the mythic groups for gearing? Does this make me the arsehole, or are they overreacting? Thanks if you read this, and thanks anyway if you don't. Okay, the amount of time that is required of you to inform your guild that you are leaving is about 5 seconds, realistically speaking. However, to leave on good terms, like even a day is fine. If something's come up IRL and you can't raid, like... There's a big difference between, yo, I just had this call, I have to go to Zimbabwe for the next 6 months. Like, I totally can't raid. That's fine. Or, let me put a more realistic option to you. Goes a little something like this. I haven't got a phone nearby. Well, yeah, I have. Alright, it goes like this. Hello, Alex? Yeah, it's Mike. Okay, so I have to go back and cast the remainder of the world first, which means I'm going to have to miss out on, like, this entire tier. Yeah, I know, it's a really good opportunity. I know, I can't really pass it up. Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, thanks. Bye. And guess what? You're still in the guild, right? Guess what? Everything's fine. That's not toxic. That's very real. That's the way it goes down. Right, fine. Okay, good luck. Wish you the best. Yeah, it's good. I forgot to tell Alex I love him. I do tell Alex that all the time. Did you screw up the mythic groups? No. You know what this sounds like to me? And I don't think anybody's put it in the chat yet. It just sounds like a miscommunication. I would ask the guy that you spoke to. You said you spoke to an officer. I would speak to the GM. I would speak to the GM. That's what I would do there, because I find this super confusing. Because it's more than enough notice. And no guild is relying on one player. Certainly at the Mythic 500 level. Ideally, you're not relying on one player who's... You didn't say you were an officer or anything. You're not like the raid leader, are you? No. You're just a dude, right? You're just a dude. Are you the main tank? Ooh! You didn't say what you did. Are you like Mr. Warlock number 5? Or are you main tank number 1? Because that's the thing that people would be pissed off about if the main tank quit the week before the reset. It didn't say, right? Yeah, you didn't say what your role was. Yeah. If you were a main tank or something, yeah, the guild would be pissed. Like, it should still be fine, though. I just want to be clear on this. It should still be fine. I know if one of our tanks doesn't show up. We only have 2 main tanks. But if one of them doesn't show, it's not like we don't raid, because there's like 19 people who can tank as well. Not me, though. I'm not playing Guardian Druid. Fuck that. But, you know. It sounds like an overreaction to me, but I would speak to the GM. That would be my advice. But please get back to us with the answer, because we're all a bit confused. We're all a bit confused as to what it could possibly be. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the end of drama for today. I'm going to go see my kids. For the remaining 2 days, I really get to see my kids for the next 2 weeks, pretty much. And on Monday, I will be traveling to that Germany. I will be on a plane to that Germany. For those of you who live in Germany and want to come and say hi, or if you're local, so if you're in like Holland or something like that, I will be in Krefeld. Apparently, now double check with the method guys on this, and I'll double check as well. Apparently, if you want to, you can actually just come down and see the guys doing the world first, including me, at the bar. Apparently, they're opening it to the public. I have no idea how this works. I'm going to tell you right now, I have no idea how this works, but apparently you can just like come in. I don't know whether they block the guys off, or because I can't imagine they're going to let like the public while we're streaming and casting. I don't know how it works. I've never been there. I can't explain it. I imagine you will be kind of sectioned off somewhere or be able to see something that's happening. I don't really know. But apparently you can come in and see all the guys there. Yeah, Sko said you can just come in. Exactly. So it should be something like that. Either way, I'll be doing something of my own anyway. So I'll be doing something of my own there. But if you are local and you're not, and I haven't got my schedule yet, so I can inform you of anything. If you are local or something, apparently you can just come down and say hi. And if that is happening and I'm not on camera, I'm there, I will come and chill out with you guys, for sure. I will come and chill out with you guys. I will totally come and do that. But other than that, that is my next couple of weeks. I will do everything to keep you informed. I love you all, guys. I'm not going to be able to chat with you this directly for a little while now, and I'm going to miss you all. I really am. You guys are fucking awesome. You make my day every day, and that's why I like doing things, even when I'm ill, because I have a lot of fun being here. I really do love you all. I hope I don't let you down. Wish me luck. There's a lot riding on me this time. I'm definitely feeling pressure this time. I'm definitely feeling a lot of pressure. Last time it was like, Mike's going to do it and it'll be fun. Now everyone's kind of like expecting it to be amazing because I'm on. So hopefully we'll be all right. All right, guys. Love you all. I'll see you again.